you guys doing? So, I was hoping to make this video on my way here. However, I ended up being on the phone for a while. And I hate to do this driving in the dark, but gotta fit it in where I can fit it in. So, I mentioned in the video, now hiring, what we're looking for, I mentioned it, we are different than other businesses. Now, I know that everybody says that. Every person, you know, everybody's unique, everybody's special, every business is the best. But I want to lay out why we're different. Okay? And this is not to boast or brag or anything like that. I just want to explain how we're different and why we're different, especially from other feeder breeders. First of all, other than big top companies, I guess not around where we're at anyway, there's not a lot of feeder breeders that run a business like we do. Like a pet shop type atmosphere. There's a lot of backyard breeders and basement breeders that work on Craigslist and stuff like that. But not many that have, tried to open up a shop like we have, which is not the reason that we're different. But anyway, just who I am as a person, I want to say something. Back when I was 17, maybe when I just turned 18, I opened up an eBay account, and just a little short story, but I opened up an eBay account, and the first thing I sold on eBay, knowing nothing about how to sell on eBay, I put it on an auction, and I want to say it was a piece of jewelry, like a chain or something. So I started the bidding off at 99 cents. Wasn't nothing spectacular, but I figured it would sell for at least a few bucks. Someone ended up winning that necklace or whatever it was for the 99 cents. There was only one bid and the person won it. When I went to ship that, it ended up costing me, I think it was like $1.57 to ship it. So my first day in business, I ended up losing money on a sale, but I still shipped it because that was the right thing to do. They won it fair and square. It's not their fault that I make bad decisions. But I still honored that sale. Besides that, I talked about shipping live insects. We do have a live arrival guarantee. And I talked about being more than fair. If somebody were to order bugs from us, say they put a $35 order in for live insects, and they didn't read the live arrival guarantee, or they read it and just, didn't take it into account. Now, if they receive that package, their mail don't get delivered till 2:30 in the afternoon, and they receive a package full of all dead bugs. One, I feel terrible about that because they just spent $35 and they got nothing for it. Even though if they would have followed the live arrival guarantee, they would have received the roaches all alive. Most of the times that it's happened, which hasn't been many, thankfully, I've always taken care of the person and sent them a new package or refunded them. Most of the time they didn't want a refund. They just wanted their roaches. They have an animal they need to feed. But over the last 5+ years, I think we're moving on into our 6th year now, we have probably had to ship or reship I'd say maybe 15 packages in 5.5 years out of, I can't even count how many we have shipped. That's a long time. And of course, when we started out, we were only shipping maybe a box a week, and it slowly moved up. And 2 years ago, we did a lot on eBay, and we were shipping anywhere from 15 to 25 orders a day. So you got to think that's a lot of, hundreds, if not thousands of orders that have gone out from us in the last 5 years. But we haven't had to replace many. And even at times where there are times where I have said no, I will not replace it. It's not, that wasn't on us. I'm sorry. It was, cut and dry, very easy to follow. You messed up, whatever. I can't help you. We've not even received a single negative review on that. Literally every review on eBay, on our website, on our Facebook page, and now on Google is all 5-star reviews, 100% positive. We did one time, I remember, I think this was, I want to say it was maybe 2 years ago. We had so it was an eBay, which is terrible because the way eBay does their feedback, a customer can leave a negative feedback or a neutral feedback for almost any reason, and there's almost nothing you can do about it. But this lady ordered, I still remember to this day, she ordered 250 small mediums. And now we always give 10% extra, if not more. It's usually more because the way we ship our roaches, 10% extra is the bottom line. Even if we mess up our numbers, they should always receive more than 10% extra. So she gets her order and sends me an email and said that she had some roaches that died during shipment. And I responded back to her with, I'm very sorry about that. We do send 10% extra. If it's any more than that 10%, I have no problem sending you an additional package. Send me pictures if you can, because that's another part of our live arrival guarantee is to send pictures. If you get a package of dead roaches in, you need to be able to prove that with pictures. As soon as the package arrives, I think we give them like within an hour after receiving them to send us proof. But I told her I'd send her a new package. Please let me know, how many died or how many she thought died, and send me a picture. She responds back with, I want to say it was like 12 or 15 roaches had died during shipment, which is like less than 1%. It's so minuscule. But besides that, with the 10% extra that we sent her at minimum, she would have had an extra 25 roaches. And if she only lost 15 of them, she would still have received more than she paid for. So I sent her an email back and, I explained that to her, and I said, we send 10% extra, so you would have received at least 25 extra. I'm sorry, I cannot ship you any more roaches. You got what you paid for and some. I can't send you any more than that. And she ended up leaving us a neutral review for that, which to me blows my mind because I'm like, you're kidding, right? You've received what you paid for and some, but yet some died. But anyway, I ended up emailing eBay about that and explained the situation, and they did, however they did it, they ended up removing it because they checked all of our messages and they seen that she admitted to receiving more than she purchased and everything was good. But besides that, we have 100% positive feedback and 5-star reviews all the way across the board. I guess a lot of companies can say it's not easy to keep a record like that, to keep a good record like that. For me, it seems to almost just come natural. I treat people the way I want to be treated as a customer, as a consumer. All right. Sorry, guys. I know I get sidetracked. I'm like a kid with ADHD, always going from one thing to the next. Ooh, squirrel. Anyway, I was getting a little bit off topic earlier. I'll probably end up deleting half the video I already. I'll probably end up deleting half the video I shot a little bit ago. But one of the things I want to mention, by the way, yeah, I'm still putting rodents away from my trip. Doing things that other feeder breeders don't, doing things that other businesses don't do. I believe extremely in feeder self-reliance, okay? And it's been like that since day one. And here's why. When I got started and I had to go and buy rats to start breeding, you know, I might have been buying smalls at the time for $2 a piece, say $2.50 or $3 a piece for mediums. Now, I can get as many as I want at that price, right? But if I mention that I want females or males or a certain ratio, there are people that are wanting $10 to $15 a piece for females because I'm going to breed my own and I'm not going to need them anymore. I call BS on that. I just had a conversation with a guy, really good guy, been breeding since the 70s. A lot of people in this area know him. But anyway, he was talking to someone from ARS, from, what is it, ARS, American Rodent Company? I don't know. They make racks. He said, besides drugs, rodents are the only thing, the only product that the supply will never meet the demand, right? So for me, now, mind you, I never paid 10 or 15 bucks a piece for females. I'd buy big quantities, as much as I could get, and I'd hold back selectively and just keep breeding. I'd buy breed, and figure it out. I never bought any special breeding stock or nothing. You're just rats I bought from wherever I could find them at the time and just bred them. I got a pretty good line now, as a lot of people will tell you, because we do sell a lot of pet rats when we have it. Right now, inventory quantities are a little low, so we're not selling pets. But if you come to me, I don't care if you're 20 minutes away or if you're an hour away. Especially if you're an hour away, though. If you come to me to buy feeders for your snake and you say, hey, you know, let me get 3 mediums. Say they're $3.85 a piece. And you say you want 2 females and a male. I'm not going to charge you any more for that female than I am for the male. A medium is a medium. We sell by weight. We have our sizes by weight. They're priced. We got a retail price and we got a wholesale price. There's only, I think, 3 people now that get wholesale pricing because we don't sell to pet stores anymore. But I think it's the most ridiculous thing for people to charge 3, 4, 5 times the price for a female because, well, now you can breed your own. You're not going to need me anymore. I'm not going to profit off you no more. Here's the thing. We've been doing this for over 5 years now, right? We started out with 7 rats. I bought 7 rats with 35 bucks. You know how many breeder rats I've sold in the last 5 years? Do you see all those rat racks behind me? All those rodents? How about this one? This right here. That's over 100 rats right there. Those are just breeders that aren't breeding yet. Those are only young, like 5, 6 weeks old. We've been able to grow and expand. Look, selling pets, selling females. Look, right? And that's just 5 years. Go to rodent. Go to one of them big rodent companies' websites, and take a look at their website once a month for a year. You know, they run out of certain sizes a few times a year. And if you look at how much they make, because it's public information, they're making over $30 million a year just selling frozen rodents. And they're out. They're out of smalls. They're out of mediums. No matter what, there's always going to be a shortage at certain points of the year. And with certain companies, nobody has every rodent, every size, every time. However, I will sell you a breeding trio, a breeding pair if you need them, if we have them. Like I said, right now we're not selling pets or breeders because we're trying to expand, because there's a lot of people around here that can't even feed their snakes. That's my main thing. I want people to be able to feed their snakes, okay? That's a big part of why I quit selling to pet stores, because they were getting them at the absolute lowest price. They were getting wholesale price, and they're turning around and they're selling them at pet store pricing, selling them for 2, 3 times, 4 times the price they paid for them. And when I'd sell a big quantity to the pet store, for the next few weeks, we didn't have any rats to sell, or we didn't have enough rats to sell. People around here can't feed their animals. Now, I feel like I have a responsibility when you start coming to me for your rats to feed your snakes, and you're coming here for 6 months or a year or 5 years, I feel like it's my responsibility to more or less feed your snakes. So I'm not trying to put myself in a position to cut myself short so that your snake doesn't get to eat this week or this month or the size that it needs. Because I feel like I have a responsibility to make sure that everyone that comes to us gets what they need to feed their animals. So, but again, if you live an hour away and we have the inventory, we have the stock, and you say, hey man, it's tough driving down here, you don't even have to give me that story. You can be my next door neighbor. My buddy, Sean, a couple months ago, I even sold him a rat rack that I bought. I didn't like it. It definitely needed some TLC. I sold him breeders to put in the rack. Rich, I sold him breeders to put in racks to breed his own. So many people around here I've sold breeders to. You know what? Business has done nothing but go up for us every month, every year since we started. I don't care how many breeders I sell. I've never lost business because of it. For every person that wants to breed their own rodents, there's 25 people that don't. And for every person that wants to breed their own rodents, there's 10 more people every day that join the hobby and buy their first snake. And you know what happens when you buy your first snake? You buy 2, and then you buy 3. And it only goes up from there. So, to me, that's greed of the people that want to charge that much extra. I go the same for roaches. We sell breeding colonies. We sell males and females if we have it. And again, we don't have enough. We never have enough roaches to go around, because we don't just sell locally on the roaches. We do ship nationwide. But there are times throughout the year where we just have, a well amount. We have more than enough, I guess, for our marketing. Because, there's companies that are producing 3 and 4 million roaches per month that right now have not shipped a single bug in 3 or 4 weeks because they're out. They're growing some up. They're out. Things happen. The one company I buy from, they don't ship during the cold months at all. And we haven't been able to buy any roaches at all, I think, going on 4 weeks now. And we're used to buying 30 to 50,000 a week. And we haven't bought any for, like I said, probably 3 or 4 weeks now. But we still have a lot because we've been keeping back enough for breeding and all that stuff. But I encourage people to breed their own feeders. And the biggest reason behind that is when there are shortages, they're not going to affect you. If you have 2 pet snakes, 5, 10 snakes, if you're breeding snakes, whatever, if you're breeding your own rats and there's a nationwide shortage on rodents, you're not going to be affected by it. If you're, you have bearded dragons or leopard geckos or eating dubias, if you have your own colony and there's a big shortage happening and no one can get any roaches, like right now, nobody can get medium or large dubia roaches. There are none. If you have your own colony, you're not going to be struggling. I built my wife a colony for her 2 beardies. Now she has 2 beardies, 2 geckos, and who knows what else. But, she never has to take from the business. She never has to take out of the bug building. She has her own colony that is flourishing, I guess. But she don't run out. because she has one colony of bugs, and it's enough to feed the 4 lizards that she has eating them. Now, she does have to take superworms every once in a while, because we don't breed any of the, well, we're starting to get back into breeding them, because I would like to be self-reliant on our own feeders and stop spending so much and buying so much and relying on other companies so much to get bugs in, like superworms. We're buying 4,000 to 5,000 superworms per week, and today we received our order. We probably lost 1,000 of them because it's cold, and they're not going to honor any guarantee because it's cold and because of COVID. They won't honor any live arrival guarantee, so we have to eat that cost. But that's why we're going to breed our own superworms. Maybe one day we'll have a big enough barn or a big enough building that we could breed the crickets and the superworms and the hornworms and all of that, and the staff. You know, we definitely need to find some good workers to join our team, but you know, I definitely encourage that, and as long as we have the stock, and we will, and we do throughout the year. You know, if you tell me tomorrow, hey, I want to breed my own rats, you know, I might write your number down and say, give me a couple weeks, I'll give you a call. Because I got a lot of females, I got a lot of rats growing up right now that we're going to be breeding, we're going to be expanding, and we're going to have some abundance soon. But I guarantee you in a couple months or, you know, somewhere down the road, we're going to run short again, and we're not going to be able to sell breeders. But if you want to breed your own, I highly encourage it. And that's one other thing that sets us apart from the others. All right, guys. So I just wanted to finish this video up. I did not intend for it to be this long, and I probably left a lot of stuff out, but you know, that's what happens. I'm very new to doing these videos, and I do ramble a lot. I know that. I go off topic. Again, I just want to say, you know, I'm not trying to say, you know, look at us, buy from us, we're the greatest. We're not the greatest. We do make mistakes. You know, we are growing. Every day we're growing. We can make improvements on things. But I just wanted to give you just a few different things of what sets us apart from other businesses like ours. I'm sure I'll add more to the video, not to this video, but I'm sure I'll add more videos down the line on the same topic. A couple things I took out are some of the bad experiences that happened to us on the consumer end of dealing with other feeder breeders. And you know what? I do not need to talk down on other people to boost myself up. If you're one of our customers, you've been able to experience you know, the customer service that we give and the quality we give. If you're not a customer, all I could say is, you know, give us a shot if you need to, and you'll see, you know, you're not just a customer of ours. You become part of our family, part of our crew. You know, we treat everybody with respect, and I think that's how it should be across the board, not just for feeder breeders, not just for snake breeding, but I mean, we're all humans, you know, we all share the country, we all have one life to live. I think we should all have respect and treat each other good all the time. But hey, that's it for now. You guys have a good one, and I will put some more videos out soon. Have a good one.